when lives are on the line.
Are there any obvious injuries?
These men and women will risk theirs
The lad who was driving got blood coming out of his face.
to save yours.
RTC trap.
They deal with the most serious injuries.
The patient is described as bleeding heavily.
Directly below his ear. There's a lot of blood there.
The most critical illnesses.
The reports of a male who's in cardiac arrest, and without any action, the patient will die.
The two Yorkshire Air Ambulances cover Britain's biggest county.
He's fallen 30 foot from the roof.
Oh yeah. He's got a big cut to his head.
5 million people rely on them
Absolutely locked in. Okay, good.
to deliver cutting-edge emergency medicine
We're just going to go to sleep. He's not looking particularly good.
at high speed.
If you can activate your major hemorrhage protocol.
Every day brings high stakes.
He's actually gone straight through the hatch of the boat and landed on a load of machinery. Would you better rig us up a line to bring some equipment down?
Ready, set, lift.
He has some pain in his neck. Is that a numbness because he's broken one of the bones in his neck? We have to treat him for the worst case scenario.
High risks.
A684 at North Allerton. It's a motorcyclist, possible pelvic injury.
He's been coming up the road, caught by the front of the tractor.
Oh, sorry, Steve. We're querying a pelvic fracture and they're potentially quite serious injuries.
And high drama.
On our way to an incident quite close to base of a 13-year-old who's been struck by a car.
That's a car. Do you remember what's happened? So there's just a bit of uplift on the bonnet of the car, but there's no bullseye on the window screen. Lay down, bud, lay down.
It's late summer on the Yorkshire coast, and the holidaymakers are out enjoying the seafront. But in Bridlington, there's a life-threatening emergency.
What's happened then? Someone had been in the water.
Don't know, mate. No information yet.
No, it sounds like they've fallen off a boat.
Paramedics James and Pete have been called to the harbour by ground units.
99, it's a 60-year-old male fallen at work in a boat, 15 metres described, but have asked DCA crew for a sit rep. Over.
Jolly Roger that. Please hope it's a pirate ship.
I do as well.
I desperately want it to be the pirate ship.
We're not quite sure exactly how the falls occurred. They said he's fallen off some ladders, and that's kind of all we really know at the moment. We're sort of trying to work out what kind of boat it could be, really, but I think we'll be able to have a little look when we overfly it and just see exactly what it is and get a little bit of a better idea.
The town's packed, but it looks like police have cleared a corner of the harbour for pilot Colin.
Car park looks like it's sort of sunk down a bit, so...
Yeah, just coming over this. It's got buildings your side. Might get a little bit of recirculation. Car on the right.
Yeah.
Just blowing up a bit of crap behind us.
Can you go right a little bit more, Colin?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you're good. Yeah, you're good there.
Okay. Thought they'd have closed the bloody door. Happy, everyone?
Yeah.
Looks good,
at the minute.
But it soon becomes clear the car park wasn't sealed off for them.
The fence under the tape. Right in the middle of a scene.
Ah, right. I do apologise, we thought you closed this for us.
No.
Detectives investigating a serious assault unconnected to the accident aren't pleased to see them.
We've landed in the scene, mate. It's enclosed for us.
Oh.
But Coast Guards are.
Who's coordinating you guys?
Jordan, he's on the boat. He's got the officer in charge tabard on. Brilliant.
Local paramedics are working on a welder who plunged 30 feet into a hold of a small trawler.
He's fallen from this side. Yeah. Managed to miraculously fall into the hold there and landed on there.
On his back.
So when we attended...
on a load of machinery?
Yeah, so when we attended, he was sat upright on there, being nursed by crewmates.
Yeah.
Coast Guard are looking at extraction, but possibly off on ILB off the back.
Yeah.
We haven't got suitable rigs to lift.
That makes sense.
So yeah, if you want to head on down and see how you can help.
Yeah, will do. Yeah, that's from Ep11. We're at scene, just liaising with Coast Guard now as regarding extrication. So I'll update in about 5 minutes, Alan.
His injuries could be very serious, and he's trapped below decks.
It's a fishing boat, so just...
No worries.
James is joining him.
Lots of gear on it, in other words. No, that's okay.
Andy Tranmer was climbing down to start work when he slipped on the ladder.
I'm just going to have another little look at your chest, mate, all right.
James is concerned he may have a spinal injury, but the collar on his neck is causing him extreme discomfort.
That's fine, mate. We'll take it off for you, all right? Just keep. But the thing is, just keep your head still for me, all right? Obviously, you fall in the distance, but...
My head and my neck, and that's fine.
Okay, is that... If we take the collar off, can you manage like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would one of you would you better rig us up a line to bring some equipment down? Not people, just to lower equipment down. Is that all right? Brilliant. We just need a monitor lowering down at the moment, some other bits and pieces.
Right, mate, I just want to have a little look at your chest, all right? So I'm just going to lift this up.
His symptoms are worrying.
All right, take a big deep breath in for me. And out, lovely. Any pain when you do that? No, definitely no pain in your chest wall. And when you say you've got pins and needles, is it in your leg where I'm touching, or it's just numb?
Pete's making sure James has the medical kit he needs.
Right, so first I'll just need that taken down, but I'll give you a shout. So orange bag, yellow bag, if asked for either of those, they've both got gear loops on them. I'll climb down, I'll catch you when it gets to the bottom, if that's all right. That's also worth 18 grand, no pressure.
They are going to lower Pete's life pack heart monitor and defibrillator.
I know you're really uncomfortable. The main thing for us is for you to just try and keep your neck still. Okay. Yeah. Is there anywhere else other than sort of your bum and the numbness in your leg that's causing you any discomfort or anything at the minute?
My elbow, other than that.
Your elbow. Okay, mate.
It's an unusual rescue for the local Coast Guards.
At the present time, we're awaiting the arrival of the inshore lifeboat, and the plan is to try and extract the casualty from the back of the boat, which has its inherent difficulties because of the obviously distance from the top of the boat to the inshore lifeboat.
Everything is against them. The tide and the cramped interior of the trawler. Their patient can only be taken ashore by another boat.
To make a space here, this was full of equipment, but off the boat here, the ILB should come up, I don't know, sit about here maybe, and then there'll be a slight drop into the boat.
Right,
I mean, they're going to have crew on board, we should be able to stand up, so...
Yeah.
So the only thing we're really concerned about at the minute is he's got some numbness down his right leg.
Their patient doesn't realise quite how serious his injuries could be.
I could probably get up and get off now.
The thing that we're most concerned about is, although the numbness may well just be caused by the fact you've whacked your nerve, what we're also a bit concerned about is you had some pain in your neck. Is the numbness from a neck or back injury? So that's why we sort of laid you down. What we want to do is keep you still, take you to the hospital so they can basically do a scan of your neck and back and ensure there's no damage there.
The inshore lifeboat crew have arrived.
Yep.
Ready. On you then.
Everyone ready? On lift. Ready, set, lift. That's it. Down. Lovely.
He's complaining of pain in his neck, pain in his back, and he's got numbness down his right leg, which may or may not be indicative of some kind of nerve damage or spinal injury. Because it's fallen so far, obviously, we're going to have to treat that as a spinal problem, and we're going to fly him to Hull.
Patient Andy's journey to hospital via a boat has drawn a big crowd.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
To be fair, whenever it's a sunny day at Topcliffe, we always joke about wanting to go out to the seaside, but that's generally to try and get fish and chips or an ice cream. This lad's had a slightly different day in so much as he's fallen off a boat, he's been rescued by a Coast Guard and lifeboat, he's now going in an ambulance and then he's going to fly to Hull. So it's probably not the day he was thinking he was going to have either.
So you said you've fallen once before?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. So you're making a bit of a habit of it now, aren't you?
That's to say, I'm giving this job up.
Mate, these things will happen, won't they, you know?
Yeah,
Andy's in good spirits, but his injury could be serious.
Still not wanting any pain relief if you change
No, I'm fine.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm better now than what I was
Good. Well,
half an hour ago, whatever.
Yeah, sometimes it's as much as just being laid on like an hard floor. Okay, on lift, ready, set, lift. That's it, we'll just walk him up. Has that pain got any worse at all?
No, it's got better.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, doors down, safe everybody.
Close and secure on front.
Close and secure in the back.
Caution warnings.
Nil.
The team are going to fly Andy 30 miles to the regional trauma centre for scans and x-rays.
He's been quite lucky. There was some machinery below him, and he's actually landed on a panel that's kind of broken his fall rather than him landing directly on the machinery. So he's been quite lucky in a sense. Although he's unlucky he's fallen, he's been lucky that the fall's been broken. Now, it might just be simply that he's sort of taken an impact to his sciatic nerve and that's made his leg numb. But equally what I'm concerned about is he has some pain in his neck. Is that a numbness because he's broken one of the bones in his neck and it's pressing on his spinal cord? So out of the two, really, we have to treat him for the worst case scenario.
Right, happy with this position here? I'll just turn it to wire. How's that? Beautiful.
At Hull Royal Infirmary, doctors have the technology to answer James's questions. Andy is heading straight to the scanner. Bikers are over 60 times more likely to be killed or seriously injured on the roads than motorists, according to the road safety charity, Brake. And 2/3 of those accidents happen on rural roads.
S99 lifted routing first.
Helimed 99 has just been scrambled to an injured horse rider. Now, what seems to be a more urgent case is coming in.
Yes, Dave, I'm on this motorcyclist at North Allergic. He's gone into the bank of a tractor and a rather large trailer.
We can divert, and that sounds more serious, so we can divert them to that. And this
yeah, all received. We can divert at the moment.
There's this horse road, but you're not going to be able to land anywhere, and they've got one on the back of a motor, so I'm just going to send them to transport.
Lovely, thank you.
Pilot Lee's getting a new destination.
Hi, we're going to divert you. Are you ready for a different grid over?
Yes, send.
Yeah, that's A684 at North Allerton. It's a motorcyclist, possible pelvic injury. Over.
The bike crash has happened outside North Yorkshire's county town.
You say North Allerton motorcyclist? Yeah, query pelvic. Roger. So there's standing traffic in this tree line now.
This tree line?
Yeah, can you see that white lorry near the farmhouse thing? Well, it's slow moving rather than standing.
Paramedics Lisa and Sammy are trying to assess the accident from the air.
There's a DCM middle of the road. Yeah, visual.
Road is closed. It looks like it's going to be this field.
Which one? The brown one?
This one across the road. I'm just looking at where's best to approach.
Is there an exit out?
Yes, there is, yeah. I think it's going to have to be that one, mate.
You got the wires that are running along that field.
Just want to see what they're doing. Are they shutting the road? That would be ideal.
I can tell because it's I think they are, aren't they? Yeah.
Right, we're going for the road.
Yeah, it's shut.
Road is shut. Okay, so happy the road is shut.
S99 visual for landing.
Lee's heading for touchdown on a busy junction.
Alright, we're down.
The bike is in the care of a local ambulance crew.
We've got Stephen Cagle here. He's been coming up the road, caught by the front of the tractor.
Roger.
Bike's been thrown across to there.
Roger, this is where he landed.
This is where he landed.
Yeah.
Pain left hip and sort of in the top of his left leg. He gloved his left hand. I haven't seen that. There was somebody else had put that on before we arrived.
Okay.
Sammy must get up to speed quickly. It's clear Stephen is badly hurt.
Do you mind just popping your hands either side of his ears and keeping his head straight? That's it, keep your head straight for me, buddy.
I've just given him 10 of morphine.
10, very good. Intentions?
Intentions, just get him on board and get him down to James Cook.
James Cook, major trauma.
Yeah.
Not had any conversations yet with MTC, I'm sure you're busy.
No.
OK, so you got some shears to start cutting his leathers off for me?
Stephen's wearing all the right gear. Full protective leathers.
Do you think you banged your head at all? No. Take a deep breath for me. Lovely.
Right, can I just squeeze in amongst you guys and just going to put a mask over your face, Steve?
Yeah, laddie, it's a nice leather jacket. It's done its job, hasn't it? It's done its job.
Open fracture there.
Open. Okay, okay, some proper dressing on that, and we've got a long leg splint as well. I know, buddy, I know.
This gentleman's been on his motorbike. I don't know what's happened in regards to how the accident's come about, but he's ended up hitting that farming machinery over there, which is quite a big machine, about 50 miles an hour. He's not lost consciousness, but he's got a lot of pain in his hips, so we're querying a pelvic fracture, and they're potentially quite serious injuries. He can lose a lot of blood into the pelvic cavity, and he's got a lower left leg injury as well, so we're going to take him to James Cook. We're going to fly to James Cook.
Yeah, mate, no worries, I'll get prepared.
The James Cook Hospital in Middlesbrough is the regional trauma centre. If Stephen has shattered his pelvis, he needs its surgeons.
Steve, open your eyes. All right, we're going to stop messing around in that area. OK. Is that shoulder all removed now?
It's all off, Sammy.
Great, yep. Collar then for me next.
All right, love. Just move your arm a minute. Sorry, Steve. There.
Yep. Oh, that bloody leg.
Sammy and Lisa are slicing through hundreds of pounds worth of protective clothing. His wife and daughter are now at the scene.
Can you score for me out of 10? If 10 is the worst pain and 0 is none, what number are you at?
8.
Pardon? 8 out of 10.
Stephen drives trucks for a living. Biking is his hobby.
Hello, James. Cook A&E. This is Sammy, Helimed 99. I would like to bring an adult male trauma to yourselves. Query, pelvis with pain left hip area. Query, left femur. And an open left tib and fib, hence no traction splint. Our ETA will be about 12 to 15 minutes.
Stephen is being flown 15 miles to Middlesbrough.
How's the pain? Can you score it for me out of 10 again? Go on then. Well, we can get rid of a bit more, eh? Should we do that?
Just let us know when you're ready to go, guys.
We're all good at the back.
Right, so lift up from here, slide backwards, and then basically I think it off in that way. There is a little bit of weather over that side, over that way, but we just need to be aware of that.
You got the wire in front of us?
Yeah. Okay, so establishing the hover.
Stephen's wife and daughter are just relieved he bought proper safety gear.
First time on today, and they've pretty much saved him, haven't they, really? Loves his bike, loves his bike. That'll have broken his heart now. But it can hopefully be mended. Doesn't matter, does it? At the end of the day, she's still got her dad and I've still got my husband. And that's all that matters, isn't it? Yeah?
Yeah, we've got 4 minutes to run, 8 miles. James Kirk, wind's pretty much on the 12 o'clock, so it'll be basically a south to north approach, which sort of helps us really.
Sammy is carefully monitoring Stephen's blood pressure. A sudden drop could be the first sign of blood loss from a fractured pelvis.
Okay, all clear on the left, mate. We're just going to come round the corner.
Yeah, you just got the lights as you go around.
Yeah, no worries, thank you. All behaving as it should. We are clear on the right, commit to land.
All good, left.
Thank you.
All looks good.
Thank you.
They're touching down outside Resus.
Okay, we're down, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the bit that's bugging you the most, isn't it? Yeah. All right then.
He's got a lower left leg injury, query open fracture, query mid-shaft left femur, which is the long button at the top of your leg. Query pelvis as well, which potentially can be quite serious. But until he's gone for scan, we won't know the extent of his injuries.
Stephen faces a big bill for new biking gear. They may now be in tatters, but they were almost certainly key to saving his life.
We don't cut clothes unless we absolutely have to on occasions like this, but he was in that much pain, there'd have been no other way of getting him off.
This is Stephen, a 43-year-old male, today riding a motorbike with full leathers, back protector and full face helmet that is with us. He was riding approximately 50 miles an hour where a large tractor with trailer that's like a tanker, he's clipped the front of it. Not KO'd, has self-removed his own helmet, but is complaining of pain plus, back of pelvis raiding round to left hip area, top of left femur, but also has query, open tib and fib lower left.
No problems. What was time of injury?
I actually don't have that. We were diverted. We'll find out for you. We were on scene at 10:56, but
Sometime before that?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Steve, isn't it?
Steve, yeah, and his wife and daughter are en route.
Stephen will need surgery, but he and his family know it could have been so much worse. In Bridlington on the East Coast, another of the team's patients is slowly recovering from the fall into a trawler that could have killed him. Welder Andy Tramner has clear memories of it.
We were fitting an engine into a boat from Hartlepool, and I had to go up to the welding truck to pick some bits up, and as I was coming back down the ladder, I stepped over the ladder and then I slipped off and fell 30 feet.
He was impressed by the emergency response.
Within 20 minutes, half an hour, everybody was there doing everything that they could. You were the centre of the world, and not used to that sort of attention. It's daunting.
He's still in pain from a suspected fracture in his coccyx, the base of his spine. He was off work for 9 weeks, but it could have been a very different story.
All everybody said is how lucky they think I am, and for the fact that I've fallen so far. I've gone through a 4 foot by 3 foot hole, landed on top of a net winch and walked away from it.
And he's very grateful for the rescue that involved the police, fire service, paramedics, coast guards, the local lifeboat and the air ambulance.
They were fantastic, they were brilliant. I couldn't thank them enough. We'd done a rob round at the tackle shop, agreed to do a charity fishing match for Air Ambulance over Christmas, and so we did that, and yeah, raised a little bit of money for them.
Yorkshire's rugged coast is home to thousands of people who've quit the city for a new life by the sea. But in a fishing village near Whitby, one resident has been hit by a serious medical emergency.
Helimed down 9 Alpha, we're off to Port Mulgrave, which is near Staithes. Everyone up in the back? Yep.
Helimed 9 Alpha, Roger, refill point, left to your discretion, surface wind 1204 knots.
Paramedics Kit and Al are preparing for a difficult case.
We're on our way to Port Mulgrave, which is sort of little coastal kind of old fishing port, right at the very kind of northeastern tip of Yorkshire, so it's as far north and east as you can go really in Yorkshire. And there's a lady there who's having an allergic reaction. We think possibly to some perfume that she may have used. The trouble with allergic reactions is sometimes when you've had them before, they become worse, so the second time you have an allergic reaction can be more severe. You will never be allergic to a kind of man-made substance. It's always something that originates in the natural world. So perfume, I think, is probably quite often made from flowers, isn't it? So it's possible that there might be some sort of pollen element, and that's what's caused it.
The rest of the team have their doubts about Al's theory.
Flowers? Pollen? Well, perfume? Yeah, because what they do is they go out, they collect a load of flowers and then they mix it all up with water and then Yeah.
That's how they used to make perfume.
Of course, that's how Chanel still do it. Did you not know? They go out and they get dandelions and rub them on each other.
I can't say I'm surprised that you two don't know very much about perfume, to be fair, but there we go.
I bought some perfume once. I did as well.
What's no laughing matter is this case could require powerful drug therapy.
There's 3 drugs that we might use in an allergic reaction, and the most drastic one, which in a sort of life-threatening allergic reaction we'd use would be adrenaline, which is a kind of a drug that has a sort of wide-scale effects on the body, but in a circumstance where you're in a severe anaphylaxis crisis, then you want those kind of wide-scale effects to counteract the effects that the allergen's causing and your body's overreaction to it is causing.
But the weather could stop them reaching the patient.
Right, that cloud on the sea is sort of spilling inland a little bit, so we'll see what happens.
Pilot Harry grew up on this stretch of coast.
Right, I'm visual with the area that is called Long Row.
Is that long row there, that long row of terraces?
Yeah. Yes, but we're...
Ambulance just going down.
Halfway down there.
Right, okay. If I put you in this field we're in now, because of an exit kit?
Yeah, we'll get over the fence. There's not an official one, but it'll be easy to climb.
They're touching down less than 100 yards from the patient's home.
You're clear left.
Okay. And I'm happy with your trim, it looks pretty flat. Maybe just pull you down the cradle strap and go.
Kath Med is 62 and struggling to breathe.
Yeah, that's from 99. Yeah, patient's alert. She's self-medicated and seems to be fairly stable at the moment.
She's had a violent reaction to the perfume worn by a friend who dropped by. She's given herself adrenaline from an EpiPen she keeps in her bag.
I think you've done absolutely the right thing. Yeah. You know, by taking your medication. Little scratch coming up back of your hand there. That's the adrenaline that you've had. Yeah. We'll just have a quick look in your mouth, okay? Just pop that open a minute. Sit hard for me.
Cases like this are rare, but they can be fatal.
There we go, sorry. That's it, it always does that.
Kath needs urgent hospital treatment.
Yeah, that's from 99. Do you think you'll be able to walk downstairs?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, this lady's stable, but is still complaining of some swelling in her throat and kind of tongue. So we're going to bob her up to James Cook in the aircraft. I think they'll be the nearest hospital of her.
It's coming back, is it?
Yeah.
Do you want any hydrocortisone?
It's not going to do any harm. So let's if you've got some, let's give her that.
Feed it down this side.
Kath's condition is taking a turn for the worse.
How long is it since you had your last EpiPen now?
It wasn't long before you guys came.
Okay.
Okay.
Does it still feel like it's getting worse? Yeah, we'll give you another adrenaline, another EpiPen then in that case.
Al must act quickly. Kath's life could depend on his treatment.
So this is adrenaline, which is sort of a naturally occurring hormone, which we kind of call it the fight or flight hormone. It's normally kind of associated with a response to stress, but it has a side effect that it kind of reverses some of the effects of anaphylaxis, which is what we've got in this case.
The jab should stop Kath's body overreacting to the perfume. Even though her friend has left the room, she's still in shock.
I'm just going to push that through with a bit of saline.
There we go.
Kath's remote home is a 40-minute drive to the nearest major hospital.
Hello there, it's Al from the Air Ambulance, Helimed 99. I've got a 62-year-old female with a history of anaphylaxis. She's had an allergic reaction approximately 1 hour ago to what we believe was some perfume. She's self-medicated with antihistamines and 3 EpiPens. We've given her some more adrenaline and also some hydrocortisone, but she does feel like she's still got edema in her throat and tongue, so we're going to bring her up to you if that's okay. We're about 20 minutes probably.
She's on her way to specialists at the James Cook Trauma Centre in Middlesbrough.
I'm absolutely terrified of flies.
Oh, are you? Oh, you're quite safe, don't worry.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
At least you might even be able to see a little bit, which most people don't get the chance. Although I don't know if you might prefer not to. There we go.
Okay, so we'll lift her on that, I'll re-engage the trim, and then there'll be a helipad departure up and back from here. So we're happy?
Yeah.
Clear lift.
It's a 10-minute flight to hospital, but Kath's condition is worrying Al.
Are you okay?
Struggling.
You're struggling to breathe?
Swallow.
Swallow? Okay, no worries. How long have we got to go?
About 7 minutes.
Okay.
Kath's been hospitalised before by her extreme allergic reactions. Today, an EpiPen saved her life, helped by the quick helicopter journey to James Cook.
Okay, wind's going to be slightly from the right on this approach angle. Cool, but it is fairly gentle. If necessary, I'll just turn it right over the pad.
She's now on final approach to hospital and the care of specialists.
Okay, clear on strong again, Al.
How are you feeling now?
That's tight, isn't it?
Is it getting worse?
It keeps like down a bit, then it feels like it's swelling again. I don't know how to describe it, yeah.
They're taking their patients straight to resus.
That was very smooth, I must say. I've never been in a helicopter before.
We'll let Harry know. There we go.
Alright, no problem. Thank you so much. Thank you.
What we got?
This is Catherine. Probably an hour, 20 minutes ago now, she had a reaction to her friend's perfume. The guys before us, the ambulance crew, had given her some nebulized salbutamol. She's then had a further 0.5 milligram of adrenaline from us, hydrocortisone and chlorphenamine.
Fine.
And she's still on the way in. She's been saying her throat still feels like it's swelling, and she's been a bit
right,
woozy.
is it?
It is, yeah.
Doctors face trying to pin down the exact cause of her attack. It's already affecting her life. Her allergy to other people's perfume has even forced her to give up visiting her local pub.
Everything's easy. All boots are nicely tended.
Helimed 99 is preparing for takeoff, and paramedic Paul is ticking off the checklist.
It doesn't like it. All good. What's trim?
Gauge.
Brief. You notice I did it without the cards?
Good. Well, I'm telling you, we had up 2 years. There's only 8 lines.
Well done, Paul.
Thank you, thank you.
Paul's feat of memory is impressing pilot Gary, paramedic Tyrone and Dr. Chris.
There's nobody on scene at this job.
What is it, 13-year-old versus car?
Yeah, there's a tech crew responding.
They're heading for Wakefield, just 3 miles up the road.
On our way to an incident quite close to base of a 13-year-old who's been struck by a car. Tend to see these incidents about this time of day, kind of 3:30 time the schools kick out. So I'll be down in about a minute. We're just in a police car heading to scene 2. We've got a standing traffic. Oh no, it's just parked cars.
Well, all them kids on the left-hand side of the road.
Yeah. I bet that's it there.
There's a bit of a kerfuffle, isn't there? Somebody in the road, just along the edge of the pavement.
You could get out of this field down below is where that building is. It's just now at 1 o'clock.
Cocky cocker.
Just to make it a bit easier, that's all.
No, it's equidistant, I think.
You got the stanchion.
Got the wires on the overshoot.
Gary's landing across the road from the accident.
Yeah, for the auto trim.
Yeah, it's flat, mate.
Tyrone and Chris always look at the car in knockdowns.
That's the car.
The damage can tell them a lot.
Uplifted the bonnet. Okay, but there's no bullseye on the screen now, was there?
Lewis is 13. He ran into the road while play fighting with his brother. It wasn't the driver's fault.
Do you remember what's happened?
No.
You don't? Do you remember the car coming down?
No.
Did you bang your head, Lewis?
No.
He's complaining of pain in his left ankle, that's all.
What's the cut?
Police ladies had a look and said he did look a little bit deformed.
Okay, no.
Dr. Chris is piecing together the events that led to the accident.
So it's just a bit of uplift on the bonnet of the car, but there's no bullseye on the window screen. How fast were we going?
So it was did about 30, didn't look at all, just came out suddenly, hit him, no apparent knock, wasn't knocked out or anything.
Where you hurt him most? Your ankle, you say?
Yeah, that ankle.
All right, no worries.
Just keep your head nice and still just so we'll sort things out, all right?
Chris needs to rule out a head injury. His brother might be able to help.
So my name's Chris, I'm one of the doctors. So do you remember what happened?
Yeah, he flicked a cig at me, so I went run to grab him, messing about. He jumped off his scooter to get away from me. He's run over a road, and cars come over, and he couldn't stop. Not what he could do. He couldn't stop. It hit him. It looked a lot worse than it did. I ran over, picked him up, brought him over here.
Okay, no, that's
everything
fine.
happened.
Okay, all right.
The team need to satisfy themselves that Lewis's injuries are indeed minor.
Do you want us just to lift you? Because you're quite light, buddy, aren't you? You ready, steady, lift up? He is.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Lay down, bud, lay down. Lay down, okay.
There we go.
Let's get you in vehicle where it's warm, all right.
He's got an injury to his ankle and a bit of a head injury. Probably on the street, you can't really assess him, so Tyrone's having a good look at him in the back of the ambulance, doing a head to toe, just to make sure we're not missing anything else.
Lewis, listen, just calm down a little bit, all right? Just relax. You're in good hands, bud, all right? We think you broke your ankle, all right? So you've got a couple of weeks off school, okay?
I'm at both as long as I get well.
You'll get well?
You will get well, buddy, don't you worry. You're lucky to bounce off a car.
It's decided Lewis will travel to Pinderfields Hospital by road.
I think he's just pushed his left ankle, so he's got a bit of an abrasion just on his left iliac and just around there, but he's fully moving all his upper limb. He's fine, but he has got a really swollen left ankle. He's probably broken it.
Neurovascular intact?
Yeah, he's fine. He's got a really good bit of pulse, but he don't want a needle. He's just having some paracetamol and Entonox and go to the local trauma unit, so there's absolutely nothing for us to do.
Happy days.
Half of children hit by cars travelling at 30 miles per hour are killed.
All right, buddy.
Lewis is lucky, but he may face extensive surgery. Since the Tour de France was staged in Yorkshire in 2014, cycling has boomed in the Dales, with thousands of riders taking on its steep climbs and high-speed descents every weekend.
Roger, thank you, over. There is a crew en route to Grafton crew, but still showing an ETA of 16 minutes, over.
And today, one has become a casualty. Paramedics Al and Paul are on the case.
Funny time of year this, because it's just starting to get warm enough to get your bike out. So popular area, the Dales at weekend. If the patient is poorly, the nearest hospital's Airedale, but that's just a sort of little local hospital. So if it needs kind of any major interventions or operations or anything like that, scans and stuff, he'll need to go to a major trauma centre, which would be Leeds, which is
quite a long way by road from there.
The team are heading for the village of Beamsley in Wharfdale.
That field, this side of it looks like a good bet. There is some domestic spanning this end of it, but other than that, it looks fine. Or I could take the field just beyond it. So where's the actual... Can you see the casualties? Is that the casualty at the top near that telegraph pole?
On the bend by the silver car, by the looks of it, there's somebody in the road. I don't think there's any ambulance personnel. I think it's just people in fluorescent jackets, bikers or whatever.
Oh, okay, you're right.
The accident happened on a steep hill.
Okay, just hopping over this wall here. Okay, just slowing down.
There's a wire coming off, but I think it's going to that post.
This is where air ambulance pilots earn their salaries.
So I've got plenty of space here. Okay, wind is from the south, so I'm going to bring the tail around this way. I've got a flat area to my right now.
Avoiding hazards like this takes years of experience.
Okay, and just going back a little bit, we'll reduce the slope, and I'll have the auto trim off now, please.
Roger.
Okay, might be a bit of nose up slope. If too much, I'll be coming back. Yeah, fully down, clear us from.
No, we've landed.
Several cyclists have stopped to help the fallen rider.
What's your name, mate? Matt. Hello, Matt. Just stay still for the time being while we work out what's happened.
32-year-old Matt Boardman is in agony.
Hiya, young man.
This is Simon. Hi, Mal.
How are we doing?
Yeah, not too bad. So, just coming up the hill, falling off, landing on his hip and head with a helmet on.
Right, okay.
Helmet smashed, as you can see. So just try and keep your head fairly still for the minute. Some deep breaths for me, buddy. And again.
Yeah, good, thanks.
Get your tummy.
He's just had a very good breakfast.
Bonus. How far have you got?
Well, just come from Bolton Abbey.
Not very far then?
Not very far. No, I cycled 30 kilometres to Bolton Abbey.
All right, well, I'll let you off
on
then.
my way back home.
It looks like Matt's hip is broken.
Okay.
But Al needs to rule out a more serious fractured pelvis.
So whereabouts in his hip is it hurting?
That's it.
Okay. So this side's okay?
Yeah, that's fine, but I can feel it kind of pushing on the other side.
Right, okay. So hip, query a bit ahead, but not been knocked out or anything, but there is damage to his helmet. He's in quite a lot of pain. Any movement at all, just shaking his leg, he's hurting his hip a lot, and pushing the other. He's landed on it, yeah.
What's your name? Matt. My name's Paul. Oh, I'm just having a quick look at your leg, mate. All right.
So we're not able to move that hip at all. So even just doing this on his leg is giving him a lot of grief in that hip, or pushing on this side. Could I have some head socks, can you, while we're waiting? Can I give you a fancy watch to one of your mates?
Yeah, if you want.
Who's the best mate?
Wag.
Matt was out for a short ride in the Dales. He and his mate Alex had just stopped for something to eat.
I was coming uphill, the handlebars just sort of seemed to lock to the right-hand side, and obviously his feet had clipped him. Straight over on his right-hand side, hit his hip, smashed his helmet into 10 pieces, and I was lucky that I didn't ride straight over the top of him. Managed to quickly clip out and just avoid his head.
So I'm going to feel from your foot up, all right?
Matt was riding responsibly, but other cyclists have been infuriating.
It gets really busy, and there's some of them go really fast. In fact, one cyclist just said to me this morning that there shouldn't be cars on this road. And I said, are you joking? I said, I live here. Yeah, they're just flying down, yeah. But I feel sorry for the guy that's just been injured because he was coming up the hill, wasn't he? And so it is very dangerous, and every time we have a Beamsley Parish meeting, we talk about the cyclists coming through and how we can slow them down.
So that pain's not from that gravel, right?
No, I don't think it is, no.
Unless it's a complete Jessup.
I think it's just the minority of them that cause the issue. The majority, I think, are quite fair and everything, but if you're on tractors and things, and it's as though you shouldn't be doing your job.
And this side's definitely all right, isn't it? Yeah. Can you straighten this leg for me, your left leg? Does it hurt your hip when you try and straighten it? Okay, that's fine. We'll leave that for a bit then. We'll give you a bit of time on that first, and then we'll see what we can do in terms of straightening your leg.
The team are considering their options. Matt's injury is serious, but not serious enough to justify a flight to the regional trauma centre.
Hello there, it's Al, one of the Air Ambulance paramedics. I just wanted to have a chat with you about a trauma patient we've got. We're just near Bolton Abbey, so probably about 15-20 minutes drive away from you. We've got a 32-year-old male who's been cycling, riding up a hill.
It's a bit of a drastic way to avoid having to cycle home.
Al's on the line to Airedale Hospital, 10 miles away.
That's great. Thanks for your help. Bye. Yeah, they're quite happy to accept him, so... You're warm enough, Matt?
I'm a little bit chilly, but...
Once we get you in the ambulance, you'll warm.
Matt wants to know what damage the fall has caused.
Basically, the big bone in your thigh, your femur, it's a bit like that at the end.
Yes, please.
And then it goes into your hip like that. The concern is if you've fractured your entire pelvis.
Yeah.
And that's quite a serious injury, but that tends to be associated with blood loss.
Yeah.
So we'd expect to see a raised pulse. It's unlikely to be. You need a lot of force to break your pelvis. Okay, everybody ready? Ready, steady, lift.
He's off to hospital by road. It's a familiar incident for the local police.
Policeman was just saying hardly any cars ever come down here this road at all, but I mean, just in the time we've been here, there must have been 50 cyclists gone past. So it's clearly an extremely popular road for cyclists, and it's recently just had some chip-ins put down, which, you know, might have had something to do with it. If he's been coming up the hill and slowed down, your wheel starts to wobble a bit as you slow down, and then you hit some chip-ins and the wheel goes and off you are. We couldn't have been here any longer than half an hour, could we?
And there must be at least 60 cyclists
easy.
passed in half an hour.
I didn't even realise it was so many people cycling around here, to be honest. Do you know, I'm just wondering whether if we sit here long enough, we'll get another job.
Matt's off for x-rays. He may face surgery on his hip. Doctors discovered he's broken the socket at the end of his thigh bone. A week later, surgeons fitted a metal implant on his pelvis. He was on crutches for several months. Biker Stephen also needed surgery after his crash on a country road near his home.
It was a nice day, so I went for a little ride out and only made it about 5-6 miles down the road, and a tractor pulled out in front of me. I had nowhere to go, so I tried to swerve around the front of him and didn't.
His injuries left him temporarily in a wheelchair.
I'd broken 2 teeth, broken 3 bones in my left hand, fractured 3 ribs, and smashed my pelvis.
But he doesn't think he'll be getting back on his bike.
My wife and my daughter came down to see me at the accident. My daughter had said to my wife that she didn't think she was going to get to see her dad again, so that probably will deter me from getting another bike.
13-year-old Lewis, knocked down in Wakefield, needed surgery and metal implants in his ankle.
The scars on my leg, it affects me when I look at them because I think how far I've come. And to be able to run and walk and jog and that and do all football, like basketball, it just makes me feel amazing.
And pensioner Kath, who was airlifted from her seaside home after a friend's perfume caused an extreme allergic reaction, now carries 5 EpiPens wherever she goes. When lives are on the line,
Are there any obvious injuries?
these men and women will risk theirs
The lad who was driving got blood coming out of his face.
to save yours.
RTC trap.
They deal with the most serious injuries.
The patient is described as bleeding heavily.
Directly below his ear.
There's a lot of blood there.
The most critical illnesses.
The reports of a male who's in cardiac arrest, and without any action, the patient will die.
The 2 Yorkshire Air Ambulances cover Britain's biggest county.
He's fallen 30 foot from the roof. Oh yeah. He's got a big cut to his head.
5 million people rely on them
All right, sorry, sweetheart.
to deliver cutting-edge emergency medicine.
We're just going to go to sleep. He's not looking particularly good.
At high speed.
If you can activate your major hemorrhage protocol.
Every day brings high stakes.
Oh, that's a smash, you know.
Which is the most poorly. We've got 2 kiddies in there, probably that lady there.
So right femur looks like it's gone, doesn't it? Absolutely massive impact, 100 miles an hour, if not more.
High risk.
He's had what we call a VF arrest, so his heart stops.
The early defibrillation is absolutely fantastic, so well done, guys. You've done an amazing job.
And high drama.
Your neck doesn't hurt, does it?
No, I've no pain in my neck and my back. I just stayed on the floor.
If you've got the right stuff on, it gives you a really good chance of coming out with minor injuries rather than potentially major life-threatening injuries.
It's rush hour on a winter evening, and at Air Ambulance headquarters, new 999 calls are flooding in.
It's about 100 metres up from Woodlands Drive.
That is a bit of a dodgy road, that as well.
It's one girl, there's 2 young girls and a mother.
Right, so there's 4 patients altogether.
For duty paramedic Paul, this one is close to home.
Okay, let's go. Up, running. Lights are on.
It's happened just down the road from his house.
There.
To my neck of the woods.
Yeah, established into the hover. And up we go.
Pilot Lee's flying his medics to Rotherham in South Yorkshire. He'll be landing in pitch darkness.
Okay, so we know western side pylons. Those are what we really want to identify first. Obviously we're looking at 900 feet to approach, and we'll be about 1,500 feet, so we'll identify the target from where we are now.
Yeah.
He's wearing military spec night vision goggles, but this is a dangerous procedure.
NS from 98, we think we're visual scenes, the identify line sight.
There are power lines and trees in the area. All of them could bring Helimed 98 down.
Yeah, I think it's there, buddy.
Yeah.
Large open field, looks like it's fairly well ploughed.
There's a route out there, actually, isn't there?
Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is make my approach to that track that you're looking at.
Yeah, clear the wires are on the nose now.
That's me setting up, speed's good, height's good, and that's us on approach.
Roger that.
Lee's inching the helicopter down.
All right, we're down. Okay.
And we've landed smoothly.
They've arrived at the scene of a major crash.
Oh, that's a smash, you know.
2 cars head on.
Hey, mate, you all right?
Yeah, how many have we got in that vehicle?
1.
Just 1?
Yeah. Paul's going to assess him.
Yeah.
It's vital they identify the most critical patient.
Gut feeling, mate, which is the most poorly.
We've got 2 kiddies in there, probably that lady there, the driver of this vehicle here.
41-year-old Ruth Vernon is trapped. She has serious leg injuries.
Right, Ruth, my name's Paul. I'm one of the pilots on the helicopter. You all right?
No.
OK, whereabouts it hurt?
My left leg.
OK.
Paramedic Paul will take over Ruth's care. There are 5 patients in all, and Dr. Paul will oversee the operation.
We've got 2 casualties at the moment, approximately 35 to 40-year-old female and a 23-year-old male, both been in quite a heavy, fast head-on collision, maybe combined speed of 100 miles an hour, if not more.
Ruth's 2 kids are in the back seat of the family car.
How many have we got in here then, Mark?
This is 2 little girls here. This little girl, slightly older, just complaining of pain at the top of her right leg.
OK.
The driver of the other car is confused. He's also slurring his words.
Keeps drifting in and out, but does need a little bit of stimuli, just wake up.
Yep. I'm one of the doctors, mate, OK. How old are you? How old? 26. 26, right, OK. So right femur looks like it's gone, doesn't it?
It looks like his car was on the wrong side of the road. The speed limit is 60 miles an hour.
Huge impact. I mean, you can see from the front of the car and just the state of the door that it's been an absolutely massive impact. To be honest, I'm surprised both patients are not more unwell.
The team are worried about Ruth's chest.
It's really difficult to hear. I can hear her entry both top sides, but she's breathing quite shallow. So
OK.
Take a big deep breath.
Fine.
Are you happy there? 2 minutes.
They need to decide how to treat 2 people with major injuries, as well as walking wounded.
Right, mate, he's trapped.
She's not particularly trapped other than the fact that we just need to get the door open, really.
Yep.
Sats are good on there anyway.
Yep.
OK, but like I said, her legs aren't particularly trapped.
That chappie over there looks like he's got a femoral fracture. He's got some IVX, he's having some TXA, he's having some analgesia. He'll need ketamine for extrication, but there's not much we can do until we can actually get him out to a fire here, mate.
At last, firefighters have arrived with cutting gear. Rush hour traffic held them up.
This chap would be the priority at the moment to get out. So he is conscious. He looks like he's got a femoral shaft fracture, so we'll give him some analgesia when he's at the point of needing to come out. But I'm happy if that door comes off and then we just give him some painkillers, swing him round, lay him down and just pull him out here, basically to make it a bit quicker.
The male driver has been given pain relief, but Paul's still unable to assess Ruth's condition properly in the mangled wreckage of her car.
I've noticed a bit of blood in the footwell, and as you look up her leg, she's got potentially a fracture. Right, okay. Whether this is proximal tib fib, I'm not quite sure.
So fire on scene, I've updated their commander. I've said that chap's probably the priority, but if they can both come out simultaneously, that'd be nice, and I think they've got enough resources to do that.
But she looks like she's got a left leg injury in terms of some soft tissue, I think. Until we get back, I'm not quite sure what else there is.
Speed is of the essence, but Dr. Paul doesn't want to worsen any injuries either.
This chap, his blood pressure dropped a bit, so he's not a snatch one to just drag out. But I don't think I won't want to be taking half an hour, 45 minutes with him because his blood pressure's dropped. He's got a leg fracture. We're just putting everything in place to have everything ready and available here, so he can come straight out. We can treat his leg fracture and then take him to one of the major trauma centres.
Both cars have been crushed. Twisted bodywork must be cut if they're to free their patients.
They're going to open your door, all right. There'll be a bit of banging, but don't worry about it. Can you open and close your hand a few times for me?
Amazingly, Ruth is making small talk.
Are you called Rob?
Rob? No, I'm called Paul. Why?
It's okay, because
Pop the phone down for me, thank you.
All right, what's his surname?
I don't know. His daughter used to come to my daughter's dad's
Relax,
school.
Okay. The fire brigade are turning your car into a convertible.
I could hear that.
Okay.
My knee started really hurting.
Your left knee. You have got quite a big cut. Okay.
The other driver is nearly free. He'll be driven to hospital.
He's already had some morphine, and then we've given him a little bit of ketamine, just because I'm a little bit concerned about that right leg, but it's really difficult to see because he's so trapped at the moment. So when we get him out, then we'll be able to kind of give him a full top to toe, really, and then go from there.
He's been put onto a spinal stretcher to prevent further injury to his back.
He was kind of fully conscious, so I've explained what we're going to do, and he's saying it's still a little bit sore, and he was shouting a bit then when we're trying to move him. So giving him another dose, and hopefully that'll get on top of his pain a little bit better.
He was lucky to survive the impact. So was Ruth.
Let's bring this arm across here for me, love. How are we doing?
Okay.
Sure? Not fibbing, are you? Good.
They're almost ready to move her.
Obviously, my concern is the leg as well. I mean, I don't think she's bleeding.
Yeah.
The second Tom's got a longboard. Slide underneath the backside, get her out, get her a scoop, get her pelvic binder in situ ready, at least if you don't put it on.
Yeah, put it on
and then have a good look at her leg.
There are fears she's bleeding internally.
Watch that leg as she's coming out. Now, a BP's dropped. Now, I don't think it's just solely because of morphine, because she's only 2.5. Her blood pressure suddenly dropped, so I need to make sure we can get her out comfortably with a potential pelvic injury, and then reassess her when we get her out and have a good look at her.
Ruth is now finally free.
Ruth?
Yes, hello.
Right, sweetheart, listen to me.
Yes.
I'm going to give you a bit more morphine in a minute.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get her scooped off the longboard, and then we'll get her in ambulance and warm up, and we'll get the pelvic binder on and just sort it all out.
She is being taken into an ambulance so Paul can examine her properly. Both cars are now little more than scrap metal.
She's possibly got an open fracture of that left leg. She's got quite a decent laceration on it, down to bone, so obviously we need to make sure it's not fractured in any way, shape or form. Also, she's complaining a lot of pain around the pelvis. Now, it might just be the fact that seatbelt has been around that area, but she has got some abrasions and some bruising, and her blood pressure's dropped, which could indicate the fact that she's got a bleed somewhere going off internally. I've got some
antibiotics drawn up ready to give in case it is an open fracture. And I've also got some TXA, which is to help clotting and the breakdown of clots and things like that, so she doesn't bleed out, basically.
To save time, Paul will examine her on the road journey to the Northern General in nearby Sheffield. Her kids are going to the local children's hospital. Dalby Forest covers 8,000 acres on the edge of the North York Moors, and every weekend, thousands of riders come to take on 6 of the country's most challenging mountain bike routes.
From the grid is Sierra Echo 855877. Over.
Paramedics Daz and Matty have been scrambled to a clearing in the woods.
Yeah, all received. Sierra Echo 855877. Any more info and detail? Is it at the visitor centre, over?
All I've got at the moment is potentially a BS cardiac arrest. I've heard something about a couple of shocks being given.
In the trees, a rider is fighting for his life.
It's extremely crucial that the minute a patient goes into cardiac arrest, the clock literally is ticking. So if they're in a shockable rhythm, such as ventricular fibrillation, which potentially this patient is in, the sooner they get that shock, the more chance we've got of getting the heart restarted back into a normal rhythm. So at the minute his heart is in a bit of unorganised chaos, it's fibrillating. So if we can defibrillate that, it may start pumping as it should do. So as we say, time is of the essence in a cardiac arrest.
It's taken just 10 minutes to reach the scene.
99's visual with ambulance and crew preparing to land.
We've got on the right, a little bit of wind, not so much down here, quite sheltered. Got the high ground coming up.
Pilot Colin is heading for a crowd that has gathered around the patient.
SV's washing off, another ambulance coming through.
Yeah, visual with the DCA.
Yeah.
It looks quite sloping, doesn't it, where they are?
So I believe there's a DCA and an RRV there.
Yep.
Somebody waving in the 1 o'clock now.
Got somebody on the bike there.
Mountain biker needs to move, carry on.
And to wind. Helipad, auto trim please.
Okay, auto trim is off. So eyes on for a flat bit. Bottom end of the field.
Still okay on the right, mate?
Yeah. Good left.
Helicopters can't land on uneven ground, and this is right on the margins.
Just got a slope here, haven't we? Left,
yeah, it's quite
low.
Yeah, let's skid low. It looks quite steep.
Put it cross slope to start with.
Yeah, rising ground to your right.
Yeah, got that with the discs. Just put it here. What's that numbers there?
That feels better. So -8 and 7.
Yeah, that's okay.
Puts it down, I'll just let
Andy know.
Good. 99's landed.
The cyclist collapsed after stopping on the track. Without shocks from this defibrillator, he'd most likely be dead.
Hiya guys, you alright? I'm Matty, nice to meet you all.
39-year-old Chris Cuthbertson was on a 12-mile ride through the trees. A local paramedic is bringing the team up to speed.
In his early 40s, just actually been out cycling with his mates. He was seen to pull over and then fall off his bike rather than we did get it through initially as he possibly crashed, but he stopped and collapsed. Immediate bystander CPR and CPR by off-duty firefighters. AD was got quite quickly and shocked him 3 times. It was a ROSC about 10 minutes prior to our arrival.
Forest rangers rushed to help.
We're all trained first aiders on site. And yeah, we have a defib that's at the visitor centre. The member of the public came and knew that we obviously had one and got it and came up to the scene. First time I've heard it's been used on site, so worth its weight in gold.
Chris had travelled down from the northeast with workmates. They're naturally very concerned.
Probably James Cook. We're just going to do an ECG trace and just take it from there. Okay. Yeah, James Cook. Yeah, we'll take him to James Cook.
He's very young for a heart attack, but it's too early to tell the cause.
These ECGs, when they're taken immediately after a cardiac arrest, can often show quite bad-looking things. It's better when they settle down. So
when we got back to him, because literally I was there and he was there, got him, he was trapped on the bike, and he was just, he thought he was on the fit at first, he was shaking. And then all of a sudden just stopped being blue.
So the guys, probably yourself included, whoever started CPR on him, fantastic job straight away.
All the time we just shouted as loud as we could and just had a few people coming
The early defibrillation is absolutely fantastic, so well done guys, you've done an amazing job, Now that you've done all the hard work, work in getting him back to this. We just need to look after him now and make sure he stays this way, okay?
Just when he can touch his wife, because
Yeah.
she's told him what his car and he's back.
Okay.
Just so she knows where.
Okay, so rather than panicking her, if you just tell her to head up to James Cook Hospital, I think that's the best thing. If you tell her exactly what's happened, she's going to be really panicked, and if she's driving, may cause her to have an untoward event.
Matty's patient is responding well for a man whose heart stopped 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, just on a quick update, we've got a patient who is now GCS 14-14, tachycardic at 104, 104, saturation's 96%, 96% on 15 litres O2.
His blood pressure is holding up, although his heart is beating faster than normal.
Yeah, that's all received, Matty. Thanks for that.
But Chris is confused and has no memories of his collapse.
I appreciate this is all happening really quickly. I'm just going to give you some medication to help you with some sickness. OK, buddy? You've had a bit of a collapse today, mate, out cycling. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop you into the helicopter and we're going to take you up to James Cook at Middlesbrough.
So you've given your mates a bit of a fright. So we're going to take you to the hospital. All right.
There's some little black handles on the outside of this bag. We'll get one on each corner, but ideally we're going to need 6 of us to do this, OK? So if you all grab with the same hand and we all face this way, we're all in one line then, yeah? Ready, extended lift. And then we'll go back down this way, guys, towards the helicopter.
The cause is a medical mystery for now.
Initially we thought maybe he'd fallen off his mountain bike and he had a traumatic cardiac arrest, but it turns out he stopped and had probably some sort of cardiac event. We're not too sure yet. So we've had a look at his ECG and there's nothing conclusive on there, but I think we're going to fly him up to James Cook. He's had what we call a VF arrest, so his heart stops. Luckily there's been really good bystander CPR, and they've had access to a defib at the mountain bike centre here.
Listen to Daz's instructions.
Yeah.
Having suffered one cardiac arrest, Chris is vulnerable to another.
I'm going to pop these ear defenders on because it's going to be a bit noisy, alright?
Right.
I'm just up here, mate. You see me? Not a pretty sight, is it? There?
There's no time to waste.
Okay, before takeoffs, please. Okay, pre-takeoffs, engines both to fly. They're coming on the way up and they're guarded. Confirm both flight and guarded, doors and harnesses. Close and secure.
Close and secure in the rear, and I am now clicked on.
Close and secure front left. Fuel. We've not touched it, the keys there. Roger.
Colin's going to be heading north at 150 miles per hour.
Into the harbour, I'll probably come right slightly, and then we'll do a helipad out of here. Okay, lifting.
And you clear that.
No doubt about it, Chris is still extremely unwell at the minute, but his condition has improved remarkably from when the initial call came in of him being in cardiac arrest. So we've just got to continue to monitor him now, because what we don't want to do is, we don't want to miss anything. So now that he's regained consciousness and breathing again, we start from the beginning, so we make sure that his airway is nice and clear and that he is breathing normally and at a controlled rate. His blood pressure is fantastic. We're continuing to monitor that. If anything starts to change, we should be able to pick up early enough if he's going to potentially go into cardiac arrest again. Time is of the essence. This gentleman has been critically unwell before we've arrived. What we don't want to do is waste time at sea. We're not wasting our time, we would be wasting his time. He needs to be in hospital in definitive care, having further investigations that we cannot provide in the field.
NS99's on finals for James Cook.
That's received, thanks.
It's quite bloody breezy. So not Edward there coming in. Yeah, smoke's moving around up there.
Chris will be taken to resus to be stabilised. Cardiac specialists have been called too.
Thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated.
99's landed, check it out.
This is Christopher. He's approximately 40 years of age. He's been out cycling with his friends this morning. Was absolutely fine, didn't say he was feeling well or anything. His friend said he stopped his bike, got off his bike and then proceeded to start fitting on the floor. That's what they've described his actions. He's stopped breathing. He's had immediate bystander CPR. He's also had 3 shocks by the community defibrillator. When we arrived, he was GCS 14, eyes 4, verbal 4, motor 6, and he's remained that way throughout. He's required no post-ROS care whatsoever. His blood pressure's been fantastically stable throughout. His last one was 120/80, respiratory rate 22. We don't know anything about his medical history. I'm assuming he's normally fit and well.
Chris is still confused.
Hey?
Chris, so you've had a bit of a collapse while you've been cycling today. All right, mate. So we've flown out to you and we've brought you up to hospital in Middlesbrough to see the doctors. All right, mate. So I know this is all a bit scary, but I don't want you to worry. I know that's easy for all of us to say, but these guys are going to look after you, OK?
The battle to identify what caused Chris's collapse starts here. The results may change his life. Night is falling at the Nostell helipad, and so is the cloud base. Low cloud means it's just not safe to fly. But just up the road, there's been a crash.
Got any details on the patient, Steve?
It's just a head injury. The weather is a bit pants at the minute, so we've decided that we're going to have to go on the car because we're not guaranteed to get there with the low cloud. So obviously because it's quite wintry at the minute, there's a lot of rain about the roads. The roads are going to be quite slippery. What it takes is for someone to go in a little bit faster than what maybe the weather conditions would allow, or a bit of oil or diesel or something like that on the road, and you hit that in wet conditions and you're just going to lose it.
Ambulances have also been scrambled to the scene. It's close to the A1, one of Yorkshire's busiest roads.
Yeah, we found it. It's near the A1M junction.
Police are already on scene. A van and a truck have collided. They're joining a local paramedic who has already assessed the patient.
Hiya.
Hey, love, you all right?
Mrs. Marson is 40.
Okay.
Apparently the lorry's jackknifed and come into the side of him.
Ah.
He's got pain in his centre of his neck.
Okay.
Lower and upper back. Tingling in his right arm.
Okay.
Paramedic Gav and Dr. Sarah need to work out what happened. The driver's side of the van took most of the impact.
So that lorry was going in that direction?
Yeah, that's been going that way, so as it's braked, because it's coming around a bend...
It's come out.
As it's coming around a bend, it's braked and the force is still taking that way, so the trailer's slid. The trailer's slid, yeah. And hit him coming this way. Yeah,
so
the
basically they've just...
And then ease it into that at the same time.
Accidentally hit each other.
The first paramedic to arrive has been talking to the van driver. He's subdued and in pain.
He can take a deep breath in, but he said it's hurting on his back when he does that.
Okay.
He's got air entry, heart rate's about 80.
Okay.
There's little damage to the lorry.
Yeah, we've only got one patient at the minute there. There's been no contact with the lorry's cab, it's just to the rear wheel of his Arctic. So the ambulance crew have had a quick chat with the driver of the Arctic, and everything seems to be fine with him, so we'll just concentrate on this gentleman here.
Marcin Kapusta was driving. Now he is sitting in the passenger seat of his vehicle.
My name's Paul, I'm one of the paramedics. So is it just that right-hand side that's tingling?
Both arms.
Both arms? Okay, right. What's it feel like when you move that leg? Okay.
Painful.
Heavy and painful. Okay, there's no pain in your hips or anything like that, is there?
Yeah, that's the pain in our hips.
Okay.
Paul's trying to rule out the usual injuries from a low-speed collision. Torn ligaments, bruising and seatbelt burns.
Everything's hurting him, it sounds of it.
Oh, but he does look quite sore.
Yeah, so we'll get him out.
Get him out and lay down and then...
They need to see their patient more clearly, under proper lighting.
The problem we've got at the moment is he's moved himself across to the passenger seat and he's alert and orientated, so usually we would just ask him to step out of the vehicle and get onto the scoop, but he feels he can't do that because his legs are very heavy because of pain in his back.
He's already been fitted with a neck support as a precaution. They need to take his tingling and back pain seriously. They could be caused by a spinal injury.
Right, so what we're going to do then, we're going to lay you down slightly and we're going to get your bottom onto the stretcher and we're going to slide you up that way, okay? Just relax back, just relax. Just go with it, mate. All right, so bring your arms across there for me. You're right there, Sarah, you got it, yeah?
Got it. Keep going backwards, Martin. It's all the way back.
Go on, move, ready, steady, move. And ready, steady, move.
Martin, open your eyes. Open your eyes. Martin?
Yeah.
Hello. We're just going to get you off this hardboard and put you onto a different one, okay?
He's being loaded into the ambulance, where Paul can assess him fully.
Yep, we're in.
So, Temperature-wise, feels about the same. Colour, cat refill, about the same, that's fine.
He's doing a neurological examination, checking that he doesn't have any compromise neurovascularly, meaning has he got a good blood flow to his feet and the nerve supply to his feet okay? Because people who've had an accident such as this could sustain a spinal injury, and that could mean that they can't feel their legs below where the injury is. So Paul's trying to ascertain how serious he thinks this injury is.
So if I touch that toe, does that feel the same as when I'm touching that toe?
No.
No. How is it different?
The left one numb.
The left one's now numb?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something doesn't quite add up.
I think we're okay because he was just a little bit in his foot that he felt was ever so slightly different to the other side, but the rest of it is fine. Can you straight leg raise at all, or is it too sore?
Can you lift that leg up for me?
Nice and straight. Lift it up, Martin.
From
Good
the
lad.
hips. Yeah.
Lovely job.
The team have ruled out any serious injury, and their patient is beginning to feel better.
Actually, the feeling's now coming back, so obviously I'm not overly concerned that he's got a long-lasting spinal injury, but he may well have just bruised his bones or his muscles and things like that. So I think he'll go through for an assessment at the nearest emergency department, and then they'll probably discharge him after that.
What appeared a serious accident has turned out to be minor. It's now a matter for the insurance companies. Police are taking no action. The beauty of the Yorkshire Dales attracts millions of visitors each year, and some of them come to capture it on canvas. But today, one painter is suffering for his art. He's been knocked unconscious.
Lift to the hover, it is southeasterly wind, so we'll be pretty much straight into wind with a clear area departure.
Roger.
All happy in the back?
Clear left.
Yes.
Paramedics Sammy and Sam are flying to the rescue.
12 minutes transit time, Sam. We've been asked to go and help out at a detail over near a place called Janet's Foss, which is not far from Malham Tarn in North Yorkshire. Sounds like a 70-year-old gentleman's fallen and banged his head.
It seems the patient is an artist who is looking for a better place to sketch. He is elderly, and this fall could be serious.
Part of the natural ageing process is that your brain starts to shrink a little bit, but obviously your skull stays exactly the same size as it was when you were 20, 30, 40 years younger. So lots of the blood vessels that attach sort of the brain to the skull can get stretched, so it's much easier for those to tear and for you to get slow bleeds into the skull. So if you do get a bit of a bump on your head, which to a younger person can seem quite trivial, in these people, while they might seem all right in front of you, they can get worse.
4 minutes to run. If it's close, I'll stay at the aircraft and you just shout back what you want, but if it's not, then let me know if you want me to come with you, just with all the gear.
Yeah, will do.
The team know the accident scene well.
But it's in a tree-covered sort of windy valley,
yeah,
and then it comes up to the water area, and then it breaks out and then to a road. It sounds like they had to go up to the road.
Right, 1 o'clock, Sam, was the general area. Just looking for any indication of where we might be.
The Dales are busy today.
So it'll be at this top side is where the waterfall is. So I suggest we go to where the ice cream van is and then work our way back down.
We just want to make sure it's not at the bottom and someone's waving at us and... The downside is kind of everyone will wave. Yeah, there is that, yeah. Okay, and it looks way to my right, so I'm just going to come and have a look, see
You got that single wire, same one you mentioned earlier?
Harry's dropping the team at the end of a riverside walk.
Okay, leave it fully down, clear to get out.
They're on foot from here.
Hello. Hello, sir. What's your name?
David.
Hi, David, I'm Sam.
Hi, Sam.
What's happened?
I was going up there to try and get above that rock so I could see the waterfall. I slipped, and well, after that, I don't know what's happened. I ended up down there somewhere.
So where were you stood when you fallen? On the path here? Up here? And then you've ended up...
Landed on there.
David Kaup is on an art club trip from his home in Derbyshire.
Do you suffer with any medical problems at all?
Oh, you name them, I've got them. It's diabetes, high blood pressure.
David's shaken and confused.
Why did you fall? Did you just kind of lose your footing, or did you go dizzy before you fell, or...?
No, I think I must have lost my footing. I can't remember going dizzy.
Or a bit?
Bit of a blur.
Yeah, all a blur, really.
Have you eaten today?
Yeah, I had breakfast.
Sharp scratch.
Mm-hmm.
What do you take for your diabetes?
Tablets. Yeah, it's type 2.
How often do you check your blood sugar, or is that something that your GP does?
No, I do it every couple of days. It's been up recently.
Sam suspects his fall may be connected to his medical problems.
Oh, that's been here, 22.
Rather than a simple loss of balance.
Is your GP aware of kind of your slightly rogue blood sugar levels?
Yeah.
So no pain in sort of your neck, your back, no pins and needles in your hands or your feet, nothing like that?
No.
Excellent. That's helpful.
Friends from his art group dressed the wound.
They have done a good job of this.
A medic, 2 medic, 1 CCA crew just pulling up. I'll bring them down. Do you want anything bringing, Mama?
Although David has a deep gash in his head, Sam's decided the injury isn't serious.
If they've got like a little dressings pouch, you can bring one of those down and we can probably redo that.
A local ambulance crew will take him to hospital.
So between us, we'll give you a hand kind of getting up that way, get you sort of comfortable on the ambulance, and then obviously have a chat with the crew, work out where's the best place for you to go to, and then go from there. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, Sam. Yeah,
excellent.
His artist friends are relieved.
He's got a cut on his head, so it'll need gluing. Because of his tender years, just need to go and wait in A&E for a few hours just to make sure nothing, because sometimes as we get older, you become more prone to slow bleed in the brain. They're really rare, so I'm not trying to worry you, but we just need to watch you for a few hours.
It's a treacherous path to the falls.
Go steady. I think this is the bit I nearly ended up going down a bit quickly.
It's time for the team to head back to base, as David is taken to hospital for several hours of observation. It's hoped his fall won't lead to more serious consequences, but only time will tell. Yorkshire's 2 air ambulances fly around 2,000 missions every year, an average of 5 a day.
No, we've got 5 minutes to run.
High over West Yorkshire, Helimed 98 is returning from one rescue, and now the team are being diverted to another.
It looks currently like it's on the A58, over.
Roger, thanks.
Near Leeds, a biker has been badly injured.
Fast road, that. There's a flash road, isn't it? We're heading towards Halifax, reports of a motorcycle accident, but there's been multiple calls about this accident, so our air desk has set us off towards it until we've got some good information from the scene.
Dr. Steve and paramedics Rachel and Tyrone are only minutes from the scene. Biking season is well underway on Yorkshire's roads.
The majority of them are well prepared, are safe riders, they're wearing the protective clothing that's required. But unfortunately, we do come across a number of riders each year that aren't wearing full leathers. Without full leathers or appropriate protective clothing, you're hugely at risk when you come off your bike.
Static traffic on a road running towards us there. That is Whitehall Road, which is the A58. So the grid has come off of just a mobile to the course. Yeah, that's our road, then, isn't it?
Oh yeah, vision.
The crash has happened in a tailback from roadworks.
Yeah, there's a gate there, top end of the field as well. See it? Beige. Red gate, top end of the field there as you look at it. 2 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, got it.
Oh, yeah. I'm on fire there if you need help.
Yep, make it out.
If you get there and you need blood,
I'll let you know. Tail's looking good.
Cheers.
Pilot Jeff's landing in a field next to the crash.
Oh, yeah.
John Wavell was wearing all the right gear, but he's still in great pain.
Steve and Rachel. Hi. How are we doing? John. The traffic's been backed up, apparently some roadworks further up the Yeah, road, we spotted so them everything as well. had sort of stopped. Yeah. John's been filtering down the outside of the traffic. I believe the red car started to do a U-turn. Okay. Not seeing him as he's coming past. Just caught
He wasn't riding very fast, but his bike came to rest 30 yards away from its rider in the red car.
Your neck doesn't hurt, does it?
No, I've no pain in my neck and my back. I just stayed on the floor.
Yeah, okay. There we go, we'll just wiggle that out.
So how far do we think we've gone?
When I went down, I stayed on the deck. I didn't lose conscience. I know I didn't, because I've done that. I knew straight away I'd gone down on my left side because I can feel my knee. I think it's scuffed and stuff.
Scuffed, yeah. You've got stuff on the
I
pad
definitely
there.
hit with my shoulder. Well, that's where the pain really is.
Yeah, take it. What we'll do is we'll unzip your T-shirt at the front so we can have a little look at your shoulder. Okay, so.
You're not going to get me fat belly out here.
Well,
There's no harm in advertising, is there?
I could do with losing a few pounds of most of it. It probably helped, if anything.
His leathers are finished.
To be honest, they're ripped at the back anyway, so they're trashed. So.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to upgrade my scissors to my biker's leather scissors now.
Well, mine were the brand new.
Oh, no way!
They've done their job. They've paid their...
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been riding 30 odd years and I've never come off, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, no.
You get what you pay for as well.
Yeah.
Hello. You all right?
John's a veteran rider, but taking to the road on two wheels is always a risk.
I go out with my husband on the back of our motorbike, and I've been obviously to numerous motorbike RTCs over the years, and it really is makes a massive difference for people to actually have the decent protective gear on. In fact, I went shopping yesterday looking for gear myself actually, and make sure that I actually got some decent stuff that would protect me if I was to come off at speed. Obviously, sometimes it doesn't always work. However, if you've got the right stuff on, it gives you a really good chance of coming out with minor injuries rather than potentially major life-threatening injuries.
Steve's giving John painkillers. It looks like he may have broken several bones despite the low-speed impact. His wife rushed to the scene.
I just got a quick phone call as I was driving towards this area anyway, and then I was told not to come down, but I was halfway here, so I just turned around and came down and just found him on the road. Bit of a nerve-wracking thing, but we'll just see what's next, really.
What's next for her husband is a full examination.
My arm's quite sore as well, to be honest.
Which one?
The top at the left, but I don't know if it's
Yeah.
just because...
That one?
Yeah. Yes.
You got bruising. Yeah. How's that pain level?
It's
Can
just...
you give it a score out of 10?
It's... I'd probably say it's up there with an 8 or 9.
It's quite severe, isn't it?
It is so, I mean, it's... Obviously, I've not moved a lot as well, so it feels... Best way I can describe it, feels really tight, as if my shoulder's really tight in.
Yeah, okay.
What you like for getting blood out of?
I'm all right.
All right?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Without his protective suit, this accident could have been much worse.
He's had full protective gear on. Unfortunately, as we've cut his leathers off, he said they were pretty much brand new, but they've done their job. So it seems like he's got shoulder, clavicle, arm injuries, really sore around that left shoulder, which is where he's taken the brunt of the impact. Undoubtedly, the leathers have done a great job in protecting him from any more serious injury.
But John may still need surgery. He's off to hospital for x-rays.
You can gently roll your back then, John. Okay, bud. Right, and what we'll do is just bring your hips through a little bit. Ready, steady. Yep. There we go. Sorry, mate.
The team are sending him to the local A&E. His injuries are not serious enough for the major trauma centre they usually fly patients to.
Get you up onto the stretcher, into the ambulance, then on your way. Ready, brace, lift. Okay, you're on.
Janet, just find out what's going on with my bike.
Never mind your bleeding bag.
Polish out.
Yeah.
He's going by road, releasing Helimed 98 for a more urgent case.
Does look like an isolated shoulder injury. His breathing's fine, blood pressure and pulse are fine. We'll get the road crew to run him to Huddersfield for assessment. He may well have broken his collarbone there, so unfortunately he's going to be off his bike for a little while longer.
300 bikers die every year on Britain's roads. Thankfully, John's decision to spend on safety gear means he will live to ride again.
Take care. Sorry we had to cut your leathers.
Doctors found he's dislocated his shoulder and broken the socket. It's the start of 3.5 months of treatment. John has been left with permanent loss of movement in his arm, but he reckons he'll still be able to ride a bike. The driver of the car was sent on an awareness course.
Right, Ruth, my name's Paul. I'm one of the pilots on the helicopter.
Ruth, who was trapped in her car after a head-on crash in Rotherham, needed surgery on a broken thigh bone and spent 4 nights in hospital.
Someone came and was kind of turning your car off, trying to turn it off. It looked like there was smoke coming from the front of the radiator or something, and it was kind of, oh my God, if there's a fire, I can't get out of this car.
Her 2 children escaped with whiplash, but it was a traumatic night for the family.
I felt quite helpless, being stuck in the car, and not being able to cuddle the girls and comfort them myself. Not being able to give my little one a cuddle who was crying. She just had my hand to hold on to, so it was very traumatic for Sophie, with her being only 4.
Ruth realised she knew paramedic Paul after all, but didn't know his name.
Are you called Rob?
Rob? No, I'm called Paul.
Their daughters used to attend the same dance class.
That put my mind so much at ease that I knew who he was, and he offered to come in the ambulance with me.
Let's get her scooped off the longboard.
It was just so nice to have somebody there that you knew. I couldn't have asked for any more, and it's an invaluable service that we have in this country.
The 24-year-old from the other car was banned from driving for more than 3 years for drink driving. Chris, the mountain biker who almost died after a cardiac arrest in Dalby Forest, was diagnosed with a hereditary heart condition.
And yeah, we have a defib that's at the visitor centre. First time I've heard it's been used on site.
He's now back at work with the 2 colleagues who saved his life by performing CPR. After a night in Pinderfields Hospital in Wakefield, van driver Marcin was sent home to recover from facial injuries and whiplash.
Hello, sir. What's your name?
David.
Hi, David. I'm Sam.
73-year-old artist David suffered severe concussion after his 9-foot fall in the Dales. But he's now home and busy completing the painting that began as a sketch the day of his accident.
I ended up with a cut head, but really that's not a lot. That's nothing to worry about. It could have been a lot worse.
He's since discovered he was knocked out and found face down in the river by 2 tourists who pulled him out.
They say, you're foolish doing it. You can't go through life without some sort of challenge, even if it is a bit risky. That, you know, you think, well, I didn't ought to have fallen off that rock. But, yeah, but you've got to do these things. Life would be boring without it, wouldn't it?
He's very grateful to the paramedics who raced to help him that day.
It was so nice to see somebody there that you knew you could trust. You know they knew the job. I don't think I'd have made it back out of Janet's Foss if things hadn't gone as they did.
And he has a lasting reminder of the day in the Dales when he suffered for his art.
I've got halfway through the painting, and I certainly intend to get it finished. And in here, it's not quite as dangerous as actually going out there and doing it. I think I'm safer in here, really.